India is mostly known around the world for its art and culture.
Performing arts in general in India has a very rich cultural background.
We've had a long history, I think almost since the beginning of civilization, of being a country that's had a lot of song and dance as part of our culture.
Whether it is music, whether it is some martial arts like Kalaripayattu.
We have poets, we have sculptures, painters.
Be it dance, be it fine arts, be it theatre.
It's something that's within our very being. You know, being Indian means these are things, aspects of who you are that are in your blood.
We have a lot to teach the rest of the world as much as we absorb from the rest of the world.
I think there's a lot going on right now in India, actually.
There's a rise in creative expression and just generally speaking, the making of art.
Nowadays we have a new form of art because art has the nature to change.
For the past like 10-15 years, nothing has been documented in India, you know. I mean, there's been so much coming out of India, there's been so much contemporary music, art forms coming out of India. But, you know, everybody's always talking about Indian classical music, which is phenomenal, and Bollywood music. I mean, that's the only thing that people talk about.
I think that there's a lot of interesting stuff that's coming up. I think a lot of performance groups and bands are a lot less scared of experimenting with actual Indian styles, be it with writing, theatre, music, art, all of it.
Such a big part of our lives, but yet somehow, I have to say, like, there are not enough support or venues to present this art form.
There is no kind of like, you know, appreciation or like, you know, kind of recognition that, you know, these people should be getting.
So the truth is that, you know, we don't acknowledge the people who are there in our country, and India is so rich in art. So we need to open our eyes, you know.
Kyra in Indiranagar in Bangalore, an extremely exciting space.
If a venue is made for live music, you get a vibe. You know that everybody else who's working there is aligned to it.
Apart from just music, there is theatre which happens, there is stand-up comedy which happens.
When I went there, the first thing which struck me, the amount of respect a musician or artist gets, amount of love, that got me in the first place when I stepped in.
It's nice to have a unified place where all these art forms can coexist.
It's the closest I've seen in India to a kind of bohemian performance space. Yeah.
When you walk in, you know this place is set up for giving respect to the musicians.
They have a space which has a little wing entry, and they have rigged up lights.
I mean, there's so much space. It's got beautiful acoustics. There's a big stage. There's great food.
In this place, we didn't have to really work at getting the crowd to actually turn around towards us instead of turning to the bar or to each other. Because in most places, that's what happens. And you have to work really hard for them to actually start looking at you and listening to you. But here, everything is already set up for that.
They're extremely vigilant about you know, the noise levels, their waiters, their pantries, their other systems that are there. They make sure that the decorum is maintained of the performance.
I'm telling you, the hospitality, the way they treat people, is you feel like playing there.
And it's a very personal space. It's a place where you will perform and you will probably remember all the 200 people who came and watched you that night. And that is fantastic for an artist.
I think it was one of the best shows that we have played so far. It was packed the day we performed. but we knew every one of them were listening to us, because that is what the place is built in such a way that wherever you are, whichever corner of this place you are, you can still get the vibe.
We had quite an age range as well, from probably early 20s to 70s.
The audience that I have encountered, I've gone there to see a play and I've gone there to perform one, and they come with a very festive mood, and they come wanting to enjoy themselves, getting involved in the play.
So most of the people who come here are coming with an open mind.
We found that when we played there on that particular night, the people who came were really supportive, in the sense that they came with open ears, which is what we're always looking for,
We're really excited to be here. This is an awesome night in the city. We've really been enjoying the music and the scene here, the dinner, and it's a great place for us to gather as friends and have some drinks and just experience city life.
We searched high and low to figure out where we could bring our group to on a Friday night in Bangalore. We looked everywhere for interesting music, performance, food, and we found it all here, I think. So it was awesome. It's been awesome. We've had great drinks, great food, a lot of laughs, some amazing music, some good memories were made, and we're really glad to be in Bangalore.